He needs to slow down. We don't know how well this new antiviral works, but we do know Ukraine has it. If we allow Arcady to continue at this speed, it will find him.
How many of their networks are still active?
65%, sir.
By all means, tell him to slow down.
Arcady, you are using too much quantum pop.
Oh, the Russian UI.
Hell are they doing? They know about Safe Surf.
I guess they don't give a shit. They will in a second.
Ukraine has gone dark. 100%, sir.
Yeah! We did it! Do you know how many days Arcady used to go outside in 1 year? 2. The man was living inside the computer long before he uploaded. This lockdown was hell for him.
Doc, the hyperparameters are optimizing faster than we expected.
Hyperparameter? You integrated AI into my tracking program?
You realize our targets are smart, right? We have to be smarter.
You realize a self-adapting virus will be a lot harder to keep on a leash, right?
Someone important once said, no man is an island. But it sure felt that way the last few months. All of us isolated, alone. But now that the powers that be are finally purging the net from those ghosts in the machine, ooh, I wasn't just gonna sit on my ass now, was I? Guess where I am. I'm in London, baby. And there are hundreds, no thousands here with me. That's right. Let me tell you, there ain't no way they're gonna shut us down again. Not for, hey, watch it.
Excuse me.
Whoa, check it out. Cool robot.
Sorry about that. New toy.
Good save.
You have to be more careful.
He ran into me. Maybe if you didn't use a rice cooker for this body.
You're the one who wanted to experience the physical world. I can upgrade you later, okay? How are the legs working?
I can sense the dents and cracks in the concrete. It's really wonderful. Thanks, Maddie.
Try not to bump into anyone. lesbian. Slow down.
You think he's slowing down?
Ooh.
All these people partying because the world's back online. They have no idea he's out there or what he's gonna do.
What is Stephen Holstrom's UI going to do?
Won't the Safe Surf program slow him down? It's an anti-UI countermeasure.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Oh, so you know what he's going to do because you're his clone.
Mist, no. Genes don't dictate who we are.
Studies of behavioral genetics suggest...
They don't. They don't.
Look, I don't share his vision for the future, but we know what it is. Humanity uploaded, the natural world heals itself. Problem is, humanity heard the word upload and said no. He doesn't like that word. And I don't know what he's gonna do, Mist. But I'm afraid of it.
So, to oppose him, you have to help find and create a stronger UI, which is in line with his goal of humanity uploaded.
Just ignore her. This is it? A co-location?
It's a boutique. Security cams were all busted up during the offline riots. I'll grab the key.
I saw this phrase on some signs in the crowd. What does it mean?
It means not everyone's saying no to Holstrom's future.
Well, what do you think?
Magnificent.
I agree. Your design is exceptional, Vinod. Like being inside a dream.
Thank you, Bing. Though, without Mr. Holstrom here, it would merely remain a dream.
No, the professor's right. Credit where credit is due. Though it's a pretty lonely world with just the three of us, that'll change soon enough. This paradise is just a starter home to the universe we'll create once we're vast and distributed across the net.
And how do you propose to achieve that? From within this closed network?
It's not closed. You're reading news feeds from servers all over the world, right now.
In Suchao, we would communicate to our cellmates through the sewage pipes. But we never lost sight that we were in prison.
Want to go out there? Try your luck against the antiviral... what do they call it? Safe Surf? Be my guest. My goal was to cure you first. Make you flawless.
Like you?
Like me.
Then why don't you head through that door?
I'm about to. Just wanted to give you guys something to enjoy while I'm away.
Wait, where are you going?
I told you I am going to cure you.
Said you need fresh code for that. You found another UI?
I have.
Who?
Our society is not equipped to handle uploads and human relations yet.
That's why it's essential that we find ways to regulate.
We regulate technologies, not people. Uploaded intelligences are still people. And it is imperative that we evolve as a society to be able to coexist with them, and for that we need to understand them.
How? Uploads are not bound by time or space as we are. Where do we even begin to understand them?
They're of human descent and therefore bound to the same purpose that we are.
Uploads will be capable of living hundreds of years in the span of a second. What sort of connection could they even have with their human counterparts?
Our own limitations should not hinder us from forming relationships with UIs. We must remember that in order to build a new society, a society of humans and uploads...
I've got it. You're watching that again?
Making sure we didn't miss anything.
We didn't.
How do you know?
We've been over this. Olivia Evans was dedicated to preventing human UI conflict before anyone was even uploaded.
Exactly. This talk is from 5 years ago, when all this was theoretical.
I've reviewed all her published papers, Maddie. The most recent one, from 2019, explores possible methods for peaceful relations. She suggests the first uploads must maintain regular contact with their human families.
She was right about that.
All I'm saying is we shouldn't rush into this. We don't want to make another mistake.
What happened with Joey wasn't your fault.
I was convinced she was the one.
So was I.
No, you weren't. You wanted a more cautious approach.
Which is what we're gonna do this time. I pinged British intelligence from a VPN, called out Olivia by name, and dropped a link to an encrypted...
You what? You already messaged them?
The meeting place is a zero-trust network. Safe for her, safe for us. My message said if she wants the cure, she'll come alone.
I think I'd feel better if we weren't doing this on her home turf.
She can't trace us back here. We're safe. She doesn't know where we are, and she doesn't know who we are.
Caspian Keys. An American?
His name first popped up last week, along with a tip that he alone had cracked the solve to the computational flaw. Early this morning, we received an encrypted message that named you and requested an online meet, where the cure to the flaw would be discussed.
Last week. You learned of a cure to the flaw last week and you didn't tell me?
It was an anonymous tip. We had to verify it. We were still in the process of doing that when this new message came in.
And the timing.
Yes, it's suspicious.
Too suspicious to be a trap. None of the other players would leak information only to follow up on it just 1 week later.
There's something else. We have high confidence that this same photo and file were leaked to the other players all at once, just like the original Deep Scan tech.
What's that mean? You think this kid's reached out to all of them, trying to auction off the cure?
It's possible. And Olivia, this could be a trap by one of the others. Bait, to draw you out onto the net and kill you.
The flaw eating its way through my mind is going to kill me, no matter how long I stay safe in here reading books. I have to meet him. Alone, as requested.
You cannot trust this message at face value.
Oh, that's all right. The place he wants to meet is a zero-trust network.
We're on.
Did you change your voices?
Dr. Evans, thank you for coming. I'm the person who contacted you.
Caspian Keys, I know.
You... What?
So you didn't leak your own name. Interesting.
Let's get out of here.
If you do run, be careful. There'll be government agents hunting you right now.
Which government?
All of them, including mine, so we must be quick. They'll expect me to confirm it's you.
Holstrom must have outed me.
Holstrom? Cute alias. Someone who's a fan of Stephen Holstrom, I assume.
Why'd you let us know you knew Caspian? You didn't have to.
On the chance you really do have the cure, I need to establish trust.
Well, you may as well know everything he knows.
Who? This Holstrom fellow? Oh my god. You're...
Yeah.
And he's...
Yeah.
God, I'm so sorry for what happened to your father.
Thank you.
You've already cured 3 of us. How many more times can you do it?
We actually don't know. That's why it's so important we make sure we're doing the right thing with the right person.
Well, in that case, there's someone else who needs it first.
First?
His name is Farhad Karimi.
I know that. He was on that panel with you. Is that Iran's upload?
Now, Farhad is much more than that. He's the love of my life.
What are you doing?
Something Farhad showed me. To share my memory.
We came to meet you. This wasn't part of the deal.
Look, MI6 will account for the seconds spent in here. You've saved time by sharing your files, so please allow me to share mine. I believe it will convince you.
Wouldn't Iran's UI be your enemy?
And not only that, he was the most infuriating man I ever met. And one of the most brilliant.
In the span of a generation, UIs will advance far beyond our human understanding. There will practically be a new species.
If we view them that way. It's that kind of thinking that's led to war and persecution.
Earlier, you were talking about humanity's purpose. I can tell you that the us versus them mentality is at the heart of humanity.
Then you agree that we cannot think of uploads as the other.
I don't know that we have the capacity to think of them any other way.
Uploaded and human lives will always remain connected because UIs are us. They are your aunt or your granddad. They've simply moved to a new place, the cloud.
That's a romantic notion, Dr. Evans.
No, it's an optimistic one.
We agree with your views.
My views changed. So did his. At first, I wanted to have nothing to do with him, believe me. Then MI6 approached me about uploading. Here was my chance to be part of something I'd spent years theorizing about. I could prove that UIs could maintain their tether to humanity and not become a threat. Of course, the reality was that I became a tool for MI6. Unlike their agents, I could be anywhere in the world in an instant. I stopped hacker groups from spreading misinformation, disrupting democracies. It was important work, but it was lonely. Until one day, Dr. Karimi?
Hello, Olivia. Fancy seeing you here.
He was the only one to volunteer for the destructive scan in Iran. He'd been stopping hacker groups, same as me. We were the only two UIs that we knew of. Naturally, we decided we should meet again. A train? Really?
I should have done many things differently that day, starting with an apology. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. We continued to meet in secret. We began to overclock, sneaking in days. Weeks between government assignments. But Farhad was growing tired of it.
They have convinced us that we need to fight for them.
We still need to help them.
Look at us. Even with each other, we still act like we are human. We can eat anything we want, as much as we want.
We don't have to eat.
But it tastes so good.
See? It's natural for us to seek a physical way of experiencing this reality. That's just human nature.
I think we can do better. Close your eyes. I want you to revisit a memory from before. One where you were alone.
If you swim closer, closer to the deep. If you look closer, that's where you.
It's near my childhood home. I'd snuck out at night. The grass was prickly under my feet.
If you look closer.
I'm here with you. hear the whisper of my nice gown.
He kept his promise. He'd shown me that we could do better. That we could be more than our governments wanted us to be. Because I knew him in a way no human can know another. And he knew me. And then the flaw neither of us knew about finally caught up. With him first.
We have to save him.
Maddie?
Don't you see? Their story is the message people need to hear. That's what we've been looking for. Do you know where he is?
No. But I know how to contact him.
Is it really you?
Glad I'm still a recognizable face.
I wrote my thesis on your career. I thought you were dead.
According to your dissertation, terms like dead or alive don't apply to us anymore. What I can tell you is I feel better than ever, and you can too.
I thought you might need these back.
I'm glad she's safe.
That's the thing. I don't know if she is.
Said you saw her, said she messaged you.
Yeah, from Europe. When I saw her and barely recognized her, she said all she needed was a couple more days here in DC.
I hear you on the barely recognize. I video chatted with Sophie yesterday, first time seeing her since all the phones came back online. Her mom and I agreed I should stay here until all the Wears Waxman hype dies down.
Good luck with that. I've got journalists calling me, talk shows, and I know they're not going to leave me alone until they get my story.
What do you need me to do, Ellen?
You? Nothing. I knew you were here. I heard you were back contracting for the government.
Yeah, because you put in a good word with Senator Rivera. I know what you did for me. So I'll ask again. What do you need me to do?
I need help tracking her. I need to know where she is, and I can't ask the senator to help me.
Why not?
Maddie asked me not to.
Maddie did? Why? Look, they got me working on the swarm now, but I'm not exactly what you would call plugged in.
Swarm?
That's what the code kids at the UN call SafeSurf. A cute name for the guillotine, right? So I guess if the swarm didn't kill the UIs, the flaw would. Or maybe I just like the sound of that because it makes me sound like less of a murderer. What?
Caspian cracked integrity. He's with Maddie, looking to cure UIs.
Oh my God.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to use energy.
We have a problem.
You'll give away our location.
Just using old back doors I already had in place before the crash. We have to tell Holstrom. Someone leaked Caspian's name on the intelligence black market. And now all 6 nations with uploads know he has the cure to the flaw. Out of my way.
It was me.
Why?
We let someone else find him, then follow them and take the cure for ourselves.
Holstrom
doesn't need the cure. We do. And he can't make it, but his clone already has.
I'm warning you, Ping. Please, don't betray him.
Look at what he's done to us. Is that not betrayal enough? If we matched his power, we would be a threat to him. He will never give us the cure. We have to take it for ourselves.
Try and hold still.
What are you doing?
Trying to isolate a pattern, a code for love.
What?
Wait, what is that? What were you thinking about just now?
Olivia.
Olivia. Tell me about her.
Are you ready, Dr. Evans?
Will it hurt?
I've never experienced it myself. May I begin?
I asked Caspian how many times you can perform an integration. He didn't know.
Neither do I. Previously known recombinant algorithms can't be applied to handle large-scale genotype datasets.
While heuristic algorithms can't gain high accuracy.
I think we would be friends. Should we proceed?
I hope we're doing the right thing.
There's only so much we can control. I mean, even if we were 100% on the same page about giving the cure to Olivia or Farhad or both, it's ultimately up to my little sister here anyway. And even after we cure them, they can change their minds about being the Guardian.
Thought I was supposed to be the pessimist.
Just saying how it is. I feel like we're doing our best, honestly, given the circumstances. You don't?
I guess I feel if we do nothing, choose nobody, then Hallstrom gets to decide the future.
See? You're still the team pessimist.
So you're the team optimist?
Team leader. No, it's like Olivia and Farhad. You need that person who's gonna challenge you, balance you. That's why I like them.
I'm glad I met you. I'm glad you decided to stay.
About the bus.
How do you feel?
The same.
Olivia asked me not to cure her.
What if it's finite? Like somatic stem cells? I can't risk that until I know Farhad is cured.
I'd feel better if...
We understand. How do we find him?
He'll find me. With this. We created a two-way encrypted signal that only we recognize. If he has the energy, he'll transfer here. I told you we'd see each other again.
Ever the optimist.
Pragmatist. I found the cure.
Hey, this is custom architecture. How did you build all this without running yourself into the ground?
He didn't.
Farhad, what's he doing with you?
My love, this is really him. Stephen Hallstrom. His brain was downloaded.
I know.
I'm here to help. I've built a place for our kind.
He also has the cure.
No, he doesn't.
Forgive me, Farhad. I was pretty insufferable when I was young.
At least you didn't order anyone's death.
Let me handle this.
David Kim's daughter. I wish I had the chance to work with your dad. I did not order his death, by the way. That was Julius Pope. I believe he's in prison now.
Super loyal to his people. You definitely want to follow this guy.
Is Caspian being sarcastic?
Yes.
There it is.
Olivia.
Forget what they told you about me. I'm trying to cure you and your loved one.
I'll cure him.
Let the adults talk, okay?
Let's go.
I can't move.
Let him go!
Don't let them turn us against each other.
There is no us or them.
We can discuss the ontology of it all at a later time. Why do you make me do this?
She can't match his speed. She'll burn herself out.
Please, do something.
Missed.
Yep.
If you want to donate your code to repair his, I'm sure he'll appreciate your sacrifice.
Thank you.
No problem.
Peter, what the hell's going on here?
I don't know. There are three uploads. Burning bright. You see these two? At the rate they're going, they should have burned out by now. Unless they were flawless.
Maddie, what do you think they're doing?
Whatever it is, they won't be doing it for long.
Safe serve. We have to get him off this server. Slow your output. I'll untangle you.
What happened?
The antiviral's drawn to quantum processing. It can smell you. You have to leave. Now.
Missed! Get out of there!
Get offline!
All the trees on Earth, willows, have the shortest lifespan. This one reminded me of mankind. This was the one place where it could be immortal.
If you're vulnerable to their attack, there's no hope for us.
Regret's a waste of energy.
What will you do now?
Fight back.
Now, there's 3 of us, and an entire race of them.
Hello?
Why are you in Andorra? Ski season doesn't start for months.
Stephen.
Told you I'd find you. Seriously, why? Why Andorra?
No extradition. I think I'm on some lists. I thought I'd lay low.
Well, get ready to travel in style.
Where am I going?
Wired you some money. Pick it up in Switzerland, former shell company. Buy some warehouse space. 1 to start, more to come. We're starting a business.
That's all I ever wanted. What are we making?
The future.
One condition.
What's that?
I want to be first in the chair. I want to be first to join you there.
You'll always be first.
When Maddie was 8, we took a cross-country road trip. She laid claim over the map, insisted that she would navigate, and she did. She took us all the way to New York.
Good sense of direction.
Yeah, she gets that from David.
David was great at honing in on what was in front of him. You've always been the one that could see ahead.
I was so proud of her when she finally saw the Statue of Liberty. I realized she wouldn't need me to find her way home. But then it hit me. She wouldn't need me to find her way home. I thought the same thing when I saw her the other day.
You feel like she's slipping away, but she's not.
No, she has been. Every day since she was born. And I know that's how it should be. But it doesn't mean I have to leave her. I'm gonna stay in DC. If there's some way I can help Maddie, I have to be here.
If we didn't ask her to be the guardian, she'd still be alive.
The flaw would have killed her. At least now we know Hallstrom's vulnerable.
Seriously?
Regret's a waste of energy. Do you think he spends any time on that?
So now you're letting him set the bar?
I'll get a cab.
Caspian. I know it wasn't easy seeing him. Why did you even ask for this body?
You said I didn't understand the physical world and wanted to show it to me.
Olivia showed me the UIs experience the world in a fully sensory way. Far more embodied than even humans. Is that the same for you?
Well, it depends on the sense, I suppose. For example, the human nose has 400 olfactory sensors. I have 900.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
You chose to share your world with me, and it made you happy. And I wanted you to be happy.
Because you're programmed to. Because it was part of David's code.
David's gone, and you are the only family I have now.
Let's get out of here.